It's been a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. I swear I'm delusional. These niggas, they using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Ay, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah. They're controlling the youth, agenda of fusing them, nigga. We losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them. That's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act. Fucking low key with a Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got it. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beer, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gangs, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gangs, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gangs, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gangs.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. The nips are gonna roast. I'm gonna die. Ah!
I'm gonna starve now.
You were not done cooking.
Bring it on.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
It's my name, Fool Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 25 Hundo and Fwati Uno of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2, flexing on all you be.
Fucking Catalina wine.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Welcome, fam, to 2541. It is Fef, so welcome, come one, come all. A little round of applause, a little golf clap. we have an evening swole, a very rare but a much appreciated, much needed evening swole. We are going to get right into it so we can all have a wonderful evening with the Mancast. And we have an overtime segment following today's episode. So it's going to be fire. We have a little theft stream, and then we are going to have an overtime segment immediately following the public live cast. So if you want to get access to the overtime segments and all private live streams, join the Swole fam today over at swolenormansx.com. Last night we had our 41st roundtable. It was fucking lit. It was awesome.
I gave it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
Roundtable was fucking fire. And that is available now in Swole TV. And today we have overtime. So it's going to be awesome. We'll see you there. We stream it live inside Swole TV as well as the Daily Swole Telegram chat. And you can join that Telegram chat if you're a new member right there on your homepage after you log in. So right now, if you're listening to this live and you're not a member, you could join right now and then go to your homepage and join the Daily Swole Telegram chat. We're streaming the show there right now. Some members like to watch in the Telegram chat. Most people like to watch on YouTube, but then we head over there for the bonus content. So it's going to be awesome. And of course, we'll upload, hopefully we don't get cut off or anything, but we upload the overtime segments inside Swole TV. So you can watch later at your convenience. And it's going to be fire, brand new Drive Mall Gaining. It's going to be absolutely lit. So without further ado, let us bust the nut wide open. Let's get today's Swole card out, and then we will get into that tip and have a wonderful show, fam. Ow. Let's fucking go. Put some respect on it. Yas vicious. All right, hashtag FAF. Remember, today is the day to code over again that pillar number 1 community. Make sure that you are deleting, unfollowing, unsubscribing, not to the Daily Swole, of course, but all that shit in your life that's not inspiring you, that's not pushing you to the next level. It is FAF for a reason, and it's time to cut out all the bullshit and all the fucking noise. And you all know that you probably have too much noise. You probably have too much bullshit, too much shit in your life that you need to cut out. So another reminder, every week, you should do this every day, but it's a reminder that today, all right, take a little extra attention and focus on that pillar number 1 community. Your environment, get rid of that noise. If you have people that are trying to pull you out to happy hour or go out drinking or stay out late or fuck off this weekend, you could tell them to fuck off or invite them to the fucking gym. And if they say, no, I don't want to go to the gym, but it's the weekend, you need some new friends. You got to surround yourself with some better people. Those are jabronis. Those are chodes. Those are Matt Damons.
Matt Damon.
You don't want to surround yourself with those. All right. So good lessons. And now let's get into that tip. It's going to be a fucking epic man cast. I'm stoked. Babe, just an inch. Just an inch. It's cold outside. All right. We talked about the overtime segment we have going on after today's episode, right at the end of the live stream. So we got that going on. We also have some new merch that we were talking about this past Monday during an accountability meeting. We have the Scorched Earth and Swole Season merch. We have some other program designs and things for Swole fan members specifically. A lot of people, it's a great shirt regardless. And Swole Season's a great shirt, so you don't have to be a Swole fam member to grab this shirt over there at papaswolio.com. But of course, if you're a member, you've done these programs most likely, or you're doing the program, or you're going to do the program. So there's a little more context, but it's a great shirt. Swole Season, Scorched Earth, 2 programs, 2 of our many programs inside X. We also have the Gym Crush series. We have the Peaches loading bar. We have the kind of like tech futuristic computer style loading bar. And we have the gym crush and training with the biceps. So go check those out. Use code Daily Swole for 10% off. Cool new designs. And yeah, you know, especially if you have a gym crush and someone that you're kind of, I don't know, trying to get all up in, you can wear that shirt and maybe it's a conversation starter for you. All right, let's get into that first Swole Fam post.
What's in the box?
This one's from Anissa. And Anissa writes, good morning. I've decided to do scorched earth. I think it's more my speed. I've been working out and lifting, not heavy for most of you, for coming up on 18 months. At 55, it's a lot harder to see results. I've eliminated dairy, soy, and peanut butter. My focus is on eating whole foods and listening to my body. I really love the yoga mix. It's something I've never done. It's always been weights or yoga and Pilates. I'm taking pictures this weekend, and I'll do progress pics every 3 or 4 weeks so I don't obsess, hopefully. I'm ready to crush it and show all my lazy friends that sitting on your ass isn't the way to go. Namaste, y'all. All right, very nice. Namaste, swole. You're going to stay swole. Scorched earth is no joke. Lifting for 18 months and jumping into scorched earth, my goodness. Ashley posted a picture of a baby deer, and she said, leg day today. Does anyone else have trouble with lunges? I can squat perfectly fine and with a lot of weight, but lunges are so hard for me. I feel like a baby deer. Does anyone have trouble with lunges? I don't have trouble with lunges. I love lunges. Bulgarian split squats. I'm not sure what you mean trouble with lunges. They are harder. You're using one leg primarily. There might be a balance component, depending on how you're doing it. Smith machine or one dumbbell like a Bulgarian split squat, or walking lunges or step back lunges. What I wouldn't recommend doing is doing stepping out and then pushing back to a standing position. I hate those. Either walk forward and bring your feet together and take another step, or do step back lunges or a Bulgarian split squat variation. But you can drop your thoughts in the comments down below about your lunges. But lunges are fantastic. Love lunges. And of course, Bulgarian split squats are usually a Swole Fam favorite. Those are great exercise. It's a great way to overload the body. For example, let's say you don't have a ton of weight and you don't have maybe the equipment for doing barbell squats or enough weight for two-legged squats or bilateral squats, but you can do a Bulgarian split squat. It's a great, great exercise. All right, this one's from Benjamin in our discussion boards, and Benjamin writes, hey fam, my name is Benjamin. I've been watching Papa Swolio and commenting on the live streams at times as Barrett X. And we had Barrett last night on the audio cast for the roundtable. His content, along with a few others, have encouraged me to focus on health and fitness. I used to be over 250 pounds and was my heaviest in 2020. It was 2022 when I started getting into fitness, and over the past few months is where what I've learned started snowballing into real progress. I'm looking to become athletic and fit as possible while packing on muscle. Looking forward to being on this journey with you all. Thank you. And absolutely fantastic. Welcome to the fam. We had a great conversation with Barrett last night. Benjamin, I should say. Great progress pics from the left to the right. Obviously, geez, your face looks different. Even though you're wearing a more baggy shirt on the left, you can see it in your shoulders, you can see it in your posture, you can see it in your face and your neck. You're looking good. Looking good, man. Keep it up. And thanks for being there yesterday in the round table and sharing your story. It was great. It was great. Very awesome. Appreciate it. Let's get into the last Swole Fam post. The last Swole Fam post. This one's from Matt. So let's get into Matt here. There we go. And Matt writes, so I had an obese family member try and throw shade my way because I will only buy sugar-free condiments at my house, things like barbecue sauce, ketchup, etc. Now, let me pause right there. Matt, you said you had an obese family member try and throw shade. Is that because they were standing in the way of the sun? Oh! Come on now. I'm on it.
That's a huge bitch.
I'm on it. Get it? Throwing shade? All right. So we had an obese family member throwing shade because he's only opting for sugar-free condiments. All right, it's Friday. Come on. You get it? You like it? Yeah, it's a good one, right? Okay. Throwing shade for a person trying to make a slightly better choice is absolutely stupid. Plus, people don't realize how much sugar is in stuff like ketchup. Sure, it's only a few grams per serving size, but when a person uses 5 or 6 serving sizes of ketchup, that shit adds up quickly. It's just fucking weird how obese people throw shade at the habits of people who have lost weight and maintained it. For fuck's sake, get a grip on reality. I agree, Matt. And if you knew how much sugar was actually in ketchup, you'd probably vomit. Matt's absolutely right. If you look at the back, it's, I don't know. I don't buy ketchup. I don't eat ketchup. But if you look at the back of, let's say, Heinz regular standard ketchup, the serving size is what? A tablespoon or 2 tablespoons? Who the fuck uses 2 tablespoons of ketchup? Seriously. Not to mention, what are you usually using ketchup on? Let's just use the standard fries. So you're eating soybean oil fried trash and you're dipping it in pure sugar. It's a lot. It's a lot of sugar. And if you buy unsweetened ketchup, it's very, very disappointing and gross. Ketchup is not necessary if you're eating real food, in my opinion. If you need ketchup for something, it's probably because what you're eating isn't very good to begin with. Just something to think about. But unsweetened ketchup is gross. So the reason why it tastes good is because there's so much fucking sugar. All right, so you're eating processed sugar, fried in vegetable oils, plus you're dipping it in sugar, then you're drinking and washing it down with sugar, then you're eating, this fake-ass meat burger with a sugar and vegetable oil bun. It's just, you're eating sugar on sugar on sugar in different forms. Different combinations of sugar. Same thing when you go down a cookie aisle or the chip aisle, the soda aisle. It's just different colors, different food colorings and tints of the same few products. It's high fructose corn syrup and cornstarch and modified food starch. Just all that stuff. I mean, mashed up tomatoes is gross. No one wants it, but they like ketchup. I wonder why. You love sugar. You're addicted to sugar. There's so much sugar in ketchup. But once you realize that, I mean, you're making a better choice by getting unsweetened. But of course, it's all right. Well, great post. Good stuff, Matt. Matt's staying strong. And I will say, based on Matt's post, just to back up this train a little bit, it's always ironic that a fat person, right? Matt says, an obese family member, throwing shade because he's making better choices. You have no legs to stand on. Well, you have legs. You probably have really fat legs to stand on. But imagine criticizing someone else for making a choice so they don't look like you. Hey, I'm going to make this choice so I don't look like I'm about to explode. It's always someone that's fatter than you that's trying to give you nutrition advice or give you life advice, or someone who, I don't know, has 10 failed businesses and is broke as shit that's trying to give you like investment advice or life advice. These are people that are so fucking lost that they're trying to, I don't know, project some sort of authority into the universe or into your life as if they have their shit together. Anyone who's morbidly obese that's giving nutrition advice or fitness advice, you can suck a huge bag of dicks. Now, of course, you might know what you're talking about. You might be in the process of losing extra body fat. You get what I'm saying. That's not even being I guess that's being a hypocrite. But seriously, if someone's trying to improve their health and someone's making better choices, either shut the fuck up or get on the train and do it too. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Stone. Stone says so many people hate tomatoes but love ketchup. It's because they love sugar. It's because they love sugar. It's because no, I love ketchup, I just don't like tomatoes. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Doesn't make any sense. It's like the same people that say, I don't like the taste of water. I hate water. Then die. Anyone that says I don't like the taste of water, you might be living in the city and drinking poisoned fucking fluoride and saturated water. So I don't blame you. Tap water in cities and most tap water tastes and is garbage. But to say I don't like the taste of water, get the fuck out of here. It doesn't have a taste. It doesn't have a taste. You don't like the taste of water, then I don't know, you like the taste of dying? Seriously, natural selection missed you. I don't like the taste of life. I don't like the taste of survival. Okay. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Feff those fucking tards. Feff those fucking
I have
tards.
nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
All right. So let's get into some questions. If you have a question, you can drop in the comments down below. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. And of course, if you want to call into the show, askpapaswolio.com. We have a couple questions for the live today. And tomorrow is Swole Slut Saturday, so we'll take a lot more questions tomorrow. And of course, Sunday Fun Day Q&A is on Sunday. So we're just taking only questions on Sunday. So if you start calling in today, tomorrow, you'll get your question answered by the end of the weekend, of course. So if you didn't get a chance to submit your question for today's show, do it now. AskPapaswolio.com, call in, and we'll get to your question in tomorrow's episode. Let's start off with a phone call from Aman Thakur. Let's fucking go. Hopefully it's a good one. You're on the line.
Hello, sir. I am from India, and my question is, how can I build my body just like you without eating non-veg? I don't know how it is possible, but I hope you will answer me.
God damn it. I didn't hear the words you said. Without doing what? Did anyone else catch that? I don't want to play it again. How do I look like you? Well, first, you're never going to look like me because I'm me and you're you. I'm not Indian. So you're definitely not. If you end up looking like me, that'd be pretty fucking wild. That would be a story. Without eating meat. That's what I thought he was going to say, but I didn't hear the word. Without eating meat. Jesus Christ. Fam. Well, I appreciate the call. Without eating all the time, was it eating animals or meat? Either way. Maybe you said beef. Without eating beef. Either way, if you're trying to build muscle, you're going to have to eat enough protein. You're going to have to eat frequently, especially if you're trying to bulk up and build muscle. Doing that without eating, either it's animal products. I mean, I eat a lot of beef. I've always eaten a lot of beef. At least if you're getting chicken and fish, you need to get readily available protein sources. If you're just doing vegetarian stuff, it's going to be very challenging. I'm not going to beat around the bush. It's very hard to get bioavailable protein, and anyone that says otherwise is just not being honest. It's just not effective. You're getting a lot of inflammatory. You're subjecting yourself to a lot of maybe pesticides, and inflammation from a lot of plant foods aren't well digested by the body. Everyone's a little bit different with what they tolerate, but if you can get protein sources like eggs and fish and stuff like that, do that. Hopefully that answers your question. If I didn't hear it correctly, make sure you call back in. Feel free to call back in. John, Papa Swolio, where can I register? Why is the video choppy? It's weird. Where can I register for the selective Swolvis to sign up for the Dick Draft? Additionally, you should deploy a puss platoon for beaches like Will Hornby. Oh, well, I do like your avatar, little Danny DeVito, the GOAT. Where can I register? Right here. I'll put you on the list. A puss platoon. Well, actually, we have because these blue hairs are very sinister, we actually use our swole sluts, our female swole sluts, to lead the charge. So they're the generals. They're the generals, and they're the colonels. They're the ones in charge of deployment and intelligence. Because they can strategize. They can get into the mind of these lunatics and then come back to common sense and logic, center themselves, and then send our men in so we can plow some logic into their bodies, literally and figuratively. Alan, Papa Soy, I think it was pig. It was pig fat or something like that. I saw some pig fat that I can use that to cook instead of oil/butter. Beef tallow is my preferred cooking. The consumption of beef isn't illegal. In some places they don't, but in some areas they do. So it's certain parts of India. I just had my friend here during the week. He was in India recently. So it's only certain areas that I'm aware of. Look, I mean, it's like, people that say, hey, how do I build muscle without eating beef? I mean, chicken, fish, eggs. But some people will be like, hey, how do I get big and build muscle and stuff like you without eating animals or animal protein? It's like, you're not really going to. You're not going to be that effective in how you build muscle. That was nice. Okay, I wish you some meat. Why are we getting, hold on a second. Let's see if I have anything running in the background. See if anything else is. It's weird. I don't have anything else open. It's all right, as long as it doesn't freeze. All right, let's see here. Let's take another call. This one's from Belicia Segura. You're on El Daily Swole.
Hey, Papa Swolio. So this is Uma, and I'm having very bad nerve damage. I was wondering if you have any suggestions for me. Going through a lot of tingling and pain in my legs and hands and arms. So if you have anything, definitely shoot it my way. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Going to the gym.
Well, thanks for calling. Sorry to hear that. Really bad nerve damage. Yeah. I appreciate people asking me these questions though, but I'm definitely not a neurologist. So if you haven't spoken to your specialist or your, usually we're very skeptical about doctors, but in certain situations like this, you want to speak to someone who's an expert in what you're dealing with. So I appreciate the question. I'm not sure how long you've been dealing with this or if there are certain causes, if it comes and goes, if you have certain triggers. Those are things you would look into too. But, let's say you're talk to your doctor and he's like, I don't know, whatever, speak to your medical professional. And then I would look into, your nutrition, other lifestyle habits and supplements and magnesium or any of these other things. Maybe you have certain triggers that are setting it off. I don't know if it's a genetic thing. I can't really say. So I'm curious as to what your doctor said or if you got that checked out. If not, go. What's going on there, right? Okay, let's take a couple more questions. If you're live, hashtag Ask Papa Swolio for a chance to win today's Swole. No, to submit a question. Of course, hashtag FEF for a chance to win today's Swole card. We got the nice little unicorn there. It's beautiful. Very nice. Everyone's a fan. Look at that Tess Hornaday. Looking good, looking sexy, like a snack. And let's take this question. Let's take a question from May Results on Shitstagram. And she says or asks, do you do cardio before or after a workout? Do I? I do my cardio in the morning, but I don't do like a ton. I do more higher intensity or short bursts. I do some sled work and I do my VersaClimber that I just picked up recently. And I do that in the morning. But I don't do it around like my resistance training. Cardio's good. I would work on more like higher intense cardio sessions, but don't do it at the expense of not lifting weights. So lifting weights, cardio, but I think in those situations, I think you're better off doing it separately. But if you had to do it, I would do it afterwards. That way you have your energy for your weight training. Well, there we go. That was nice. That's an interesting question. Marissa, Papa Swolio, wondering what you think of marrying someone who had the vaccine. Some people say that having sexual relations can transmit whatever unhealthy thing might have been in the shot. I'm 52, no more kids. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know if it can transfer like that. I think there's a lot of shit going on with the definition of vaccines. They're changing it so they can probably inject it into cows and food stocks. So there's a lot of companies that are refusing mRNA vaccines, but they've been subtly changing the definitions. That way they can slip these fucking things into our food sources. So keep an eye out for that. I don't know if it's something that can be transmitted sexually, but it quite possibly could. I'm not sure if that's a thing or if that's something to be concerned with. It's a good question. What I would think of marrying someone, I think it comes down to more why they got it. why they got it. Because you might be marrying someone who's, I don't know, just doing what other people tell them, and they don't stand up for what they believe in, and maybe they don't have a lot of integrity or strong beliefs or stand up for what they believe in. So maybe that's an issue. I mean, a lot of people just got it because they don't care. They just believe everything that they're told, or they feel like they were forced because of their job. Of course, you can quit, but everyone has their reasons. So I'm not sitting here to judge people that got it or didn't. But if I wasn't with someone, if I wasn't with Mama Swolio, to be honest, I probably, like, if I wasn't with her, I probably would opt for someone who didn't get the clot shot, personally. And I think it's more just because of my age group. I understand why older people might have done it because they're nervous, and they grew up in a world, if you're 50s, 60s already above, you grew up in a world where you're much more insulated when it came to media. So you're much more likely to abide by what is put out there in mainstream. And plus, if you are much older, there is better data, or there isn't the same type of risk factor that I've heard of in terms of, people in their late 60s or 70s or 80s, having the same type of heart inflammation. I'm not sure of the latest. It's going to keep on coming out. It's going to keep on coming out. That's the thing. Even now, talking about this kind of stuff, we already know about the immediate things with myocarditis and miscarriages and trouble with pregnancies and stuff like that. We know that, but think about it. It's still only been, 2 years, 3 years. So this shit is still going to come out. It's not over yet when it comes to the vaccine, side effects. So we still don't know. But if I was right now, like, single and, dating someone, I personally wouldn't. I wouldn't want to be with someone who got it. But I don't really have to worry about that right now because I'm not looking. Because if I was, then it'd be like, okay, are you going to carry my children? Are you going to, if you did that, what other decisions are you going to make? What are your, what beliefs do you have? What do you stand for? If you're going to carry the child and you have that, these are all risks. So yeah, it's a thought experiment. But personally, I would, but I don't have to worry about that because Mama Swolio and I are on the same page. But that's up to you. If you're 52 and you're not going to have kids, that might not be a big deal for you, Marissa, That might not be a big deal. And I don't know about, I don't know if someone can, it might. Yeah, Pedro says if it can cross the blood-brain barrier and affect reproductive organs, offspring could be affected. # pure blood all the way. Well, that's what I'm saying. So if I was single and I was looking to have kids at some point, that would be a concern. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not aware of anything like a sexual disease. I mean, it's not like you're gonna, but I don't know. If he busts a load inside you, is that going to have mRNA that's going to eventually, I don't know. It's an interesting thought. It's an interesting question. Okay. Lester says, marry someone who just came across the southern border. They weren't forced to take the vax.
Come on, man.
The irony of that, isn't it? So silly. All right. Interesting question. I just thought I'd share it because it's ridiculous. How to increase height from Gurjo Labana. How to increase height. Please reply. Well, I mean, if you know how to increase height, I think all of us would like to know. Mostly dudes would be like, cool, I could go for another inch. And another inch or two, why not, right? How to increase height. I will say that yoga and dead hangs and Jefferson curls and things that can decompress the spine could give you what? A little bit? Could give you half an inch, a quarter of an inch, an eighth. You might gain a little bit, technically. You know, but there's a thing called gravity that compresses your spine. So, yeah. TG Low. That's an interesting question. I'm going deep. Do you believe in a higher power? I believe in a swoller power. I believe in making sick fucking gains.
Yow.
Well, I believe I think it's important to live like there is one. And I think there's definitely shit that we don't understand. There's something out there. There's something going on, and there's something tying everything together. We just don't know what that is. So that might be what's considered God. Everyone just calls it a different. Everyone thinks it's a different thing. Everyone calls it the same thing. Everyone that's religious or spiritual believes in God, but we think it's different things. It's just humans trying to find reason in a universe that we don't understand. So there's definitely forces greater than us. That's for sure. Mika Papaswolio. Speaking of spines, let's speak of spines. Let's do a little spine speaking. I mentioned in the Swole Fam chat, is it normal to have pain in your back during a dead hang? Not pain. No, pain is never normal. Pain is never normal. So, of course, there's different types. There's pain and there's discomfort. So when you're training and it burns and it hurts, it's not pain. That's discomfort. So you don't want to, in our society, we normalize pain because people are so deconditioned and out of shape and fat and fucking lazy that so many people are in pain, but that's not a normal thing. We got to stop considering pain being normal. That's a result. That's an effect of things, but we don't want to normalize pain. Where are you feeling discomfort? Is it pain or is it discomfort? Like if it's ouch, it hurts. That's not good. But normal, it depends, because it might be normal for your situation based on your mobility or lack thereof. It might be normal because of what you've done to this point, but it's still not a good thing. You don't want to do something that's going to hurt you. I don't see why it would hurt you. But is it discomfort or is it pain? There's a big difference. I can't feel what you're feeling, so I just wasn't sure. It was my first one. It was pain in my lower back. Well, the lower back is usually where you have a lot of pressure buildup because the lumbar spine don't have a lot of rotation. Flexion extension, you're usually in compressive flexion when you're sitting down a lot. So that decompression might just be a little bit uncomfortable. Reverse hyperextensions are great, or doing a stretch, just kind of hanging your hips off a hyperextension or a table or a bench like that. If you have access to something like that, that might be a little bit of a modified dead hang. And if you don't know what a reverse hyperextension is, you can look into it. But you don't want pain. You don't want to go through. Again, the word pain is very vague, and everyone's gonna define that differently. But you guys know what I mean. There's good pain, there's bad pain, there's discomfort, there's different levels. So when you say pain, that's like the red alarm, don't do this. That's what I'm getting from that. Mariah, any recommendations, books, courses on training teens and preteens in general fitness and nutrition as they grow to establish lifelong habits? No, not on teens or preteens specifically, aside from the normal books like War of Art, Atomic Habits. Those are just great foundational books for education on how to approach things and how to challenge yourself and move through difficulties. I don't have anything off the top of my head specifically for teens. That's also true. Matt says it could just be perceived as pain because the muscles are being decompressed and it's a different sensation. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. When I do certain movements like that, it's like, oh, but I'm used to, I just know the difference. I know the difference. It's hard to guide someone like that when you don't know what they're feeling. But if you say pain, I'm going to say avoid the movement just because it keeps everyone safe. I'm not going to tell you to keep on doing something that causes you problems, but you can modify that kind of decompression. It might have just been too much. That's a big red flag for you having serious mobility issues that you need to address. But a dead hang, I'm surprised that it caused you pain like that. You could just do a modified dead hang. Just do a different angle. Maybe instead of going straight over your head, maybe like a TRX or maybe a bar against the wall, you're leaning back this way, and then you slowly move overhead. Maybe you just need to modify the decompression. What, baby girl? What? What are you doing? She'll look at us. She'll paw. Yeah, she'll paw at me. What's the matter, mama? What's the matter? You want to come on the show? You want to come on there? Why are you being so friendly? We usually only take you out for overtime. This is some rare church on the Mancast. Kisses? All right. A little church break. You're such a good girl. You made a poop outside like a good girl? Yeah? Okay. Oh, is Mama home? I hear noise. Is she still trying? She's still trying to climb on me. All right, lay down. Lay down. All right. Tainty man. Be a good boy. Church is still trying to grab at me. She has both her paws on me. I know, baby. I know. All right, fam. Let's see. Maybe one or two more questions. Really good questions. When it comes to the decompression, I would just modify it. I would lean backwards more, maybe grab in front of you rather than overhead, and just modify that decompression. Do you practice yoga? Yoga is a great decompression. You could do child's pose. That's a very gentle inversion. So that might be a good idea. Child's pose and doing yoga can be a great way to decompress. And then maybe after practicing yoga for a little bit, you can go into maybe the dead hangs after practicing yoga for a little bit. Ooh, Steven, I got you, bro. Papa, my girlfriend is listening. Can you tell her to stop eating noodles and eat some fucking beef? Steven's girlfriend, why are you wasting valuable stomach volume with fucking noodles? Eat some fucking meat. Eat some fucking beef.
Because stickers?
Jesus fucking Christ, what is going on here? Steven, I'm questioning your judgment. I know she's probably giving you a dirty look right now, but get her some beef. Get her some steak. Did you cook her steak? Maybe that's the question. She's eating noodles and she's like, why didn't you make me a steak? The script might be flipped on you, Steven. We're not going to hear a comment from Steven for the rest of the episode, and rest in peace. Okay, it is Fef after all. So maybe you have to Fef that beach. All right, fam, let's go balls deep. All right. Deep. We got a follow-up. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. Steven, I offered a steak and she declined today.
Emotional damage.
What is the best move to silence a woman?
I'm gonna leave that there before I say what I'm thinking. All right, let's take the first story. Remember, we got overtime coming up in just a few moments. We all know this already. We talk about it all the time on the show, but this made it to some mainstream media. It's from the Daily Mail. It says, exclusive. Ooh, exclusive. U.S. experts call for crackdown on, quote, gender-bending chemicals found in food. These are the other everyday items that are loaded with the toxins. So welcome to the party, albeit years late. But, we talk about it all the time. It's talking about BPA mimicking estrogen and interfering with normal bodily processes. We talk about phthalates and everything like that. This is a real thing. And I'm telling you, you'll see more and more of these things in mainstream. It just takes a long fucking time. Remember how long it took for even some companies to put BPA free? And now slowly you're starting to see phthalate free. Eventually you're going to see estrogenic free, but that's when people really start getting fucking pissed off about being poisoned with all these forever chemicals. So bisphenol A, BPA, you've seen BPA free. The only problem with BPA free lids and BPA free and getting plastic that says BPA free, it has other BPAs, BPS or BPF, and a lot of these are even worse than BPA. So once people, BPA, they'll be like, okay, we won't put BPA in it, but we're putting BP fuck you in the ass instead. So they're still putting garbage in it. It's just they're legally not allowed to put BPA. So you have to be careful with these things. Experts have known for decades that BPA is an endocrine disruptor, meaning it can imitate the body's hormones and interfere with the production and response to natural hormones like estrogen. Shocker. So everyday products where BPA is lurking. We talk about all these canned foods, food containers, bottled water, wine and beer, sunglasses. Interesting, makes sense. And store receipts. Yet never take a store receipt, fam. Never touch those things. Receipts are fucking oozing with this shit. It's like that glossy plastic fucking paper. It's terrible. Do not touch that shit. And wash your hands frantically if you do. Legit. Don't touch those fucking things. Have them put in the bag or just don't take a receipt. Who the fuck needs a receipt? For real. Who needs a receipt anyway? Do it digital, do it email, or just have them put in the bag and don't touch it. Put a glove on or take some toilet paper and take it out. Yeah, don't touch that shit. When packaging is made with BPA, there's a high likelihood that small amounts of BPA will seep into the food it contains. Over time, the harmful effects of exposure build up and may lead to severe health problems, including infertility, certain cancers, heart disease, and behavioral issues. So, you're getting this stuff from the plastic. You're getting this from the water bottles, from the plastic Tupperware things. Use glass, for goodness sake. Do not microwave plastic. I don't use a microwave anyway, but there's so many people that microwave the plastic Ziploc containers. Oh, fuck. You are just, that's nasty. Super gnarly. Never microwave anything fucking plastic. If you have to microwave, just make sure it's glass or ceramic or something that's not going to leach into your food. Even if they're getting things like wood or bamboo, you just got to make sure it's not coated or glossy or waxed on it. Anyway, just don't touch it. Don't touch the receipts or have them put in a bag or whatever. Just don't touch it with your hands. How else am I supposed to get my water then? Filter it. Get out of the tap and put in a filter system. You can get a reverse osmosis tabletop one under the sink. Get a Berkey filter system. There's Gravity. There's Berkey and there's other brands that are less expensive. You can get Gravity filtration. You could look into it. Gets the fluoride out, gets a lot of the major issues out of your water. You can test your water if you have well water. Make sure you don't have, make sure your levels are good when it comes to the metals or the minerals in your water. Make sure you're not getting, too much of any of the naughties. Let's see. We don't really have to get into more of this. Canned food, store receipts. Let's read a little bit more of that. I think a couple of you in the comments are like, oh shit, I didn't know this about store receipts. Shoppers who are handed their receipts after making a purchase may not be aware that they have come into contact with BPA, which leaches through the skin and enters the bloodstream. Researchers from the Ecology Center in Detroit have found that a staggering 80% of paper receipts printed in 22 states and DC contain bisphenols, namely BPA and its chemical cousin, bisphenol S, BPS. So this is what I was just talking about before. It's not just BPA, it's BPS. An earlier study published in the journal Environmental Research in 2019 reported as many as 90% of receipts printed on thermal paper, the most popular type used for printing receipts, contain BPA. Some major retailers, such as Walgreens, have pledged to switch to receipt paper that is made without bisphenols. People who work in retail and have the most consistent contact with thermal paper are likely to have higher levels of BPA in their bodies. In fact, people working in the retail industry have 30% more BPA in their bodies than the average U.S. adult and 34% more BPA than workers in other fields. So if you work in retail, you're touching receipts all day or you're loading the receipt machine, like you're getting it all over your hands and it gets into your bloodstream. Fact. This is why when we talk about the 7 pillars and community, pillar number 1 is community / environment. Community is your environment. It's the people and the things you surround yourself with. This is that. Get the plastic out. Get rid of all this fucking shit. Get this shit out of your... And it's okay. I didn't know this my entire life. I've touched receipts before. Don't worry, fam. Just stop. When you learn something new, don't beat yourself up over it. Just fucking change. Take the information and pivot. Check this out. So people that think alcohol is not bad, it's not just the alcohol itself. It's what's holding and containing the alcohols. BPA lines most aluminum cans used for beer and soda. The more acidic the beverage, the greater the chance it will degrade the lining, which could cause BPA to leach out. With an average pH of around 4, beer is fairly acidic. From craft beers to mega brands like Anheuser-Busch. But we're not drinking Anheuser-Busch anymore, right?
Matt Damon.
Right?
Boys have a penis, girls have vagina.
Using a BPA coating in their cans is commonplace. A 2010 Health Canada investigation tested 16 beer samples from several popular brands, including Heineken, Budweiser, and Stella, found BPA in all of the canned beer and in just one in the bottled. Let's see, a little bit extra for that. Data analyst with the organization Environmental Working Group said, we don't really know how much is making it into our bodies from drinking canned beer. A lot of us eat canned food and drink canned beer. That's all adding up to your daily body burden for BPA. Sometimes the plastic bags inside popular boxed wine contain BPA as well. Only one type of plastic contains BPA, and it has a number 7 label within the trademark reduce, reuse, recycle emblem. I don't think that's true. Has number 7. I don't think that's true. I think number 1, I think PE, polyethylene terephthalate or something, or maybe that's phthalates. That's not technically BPA. Again, just it's not hard to cut this shit out. If you're going to have a glass of wine, drink it from fucking glass. Shocker. Environmental Working Group is funded by George Soros, says Nancy. What isn't? Bottom line, this still doesn't make it not true. That the issue here is this sentence here. A lot of us eat canned food, blah, blah, and drink canned beer. It's all adding up. This is the problem. It adds up. All right. So someone's like, if you touched a receipt today, oh my God. Okay. You shouldn't. But if you did, okay. But it's that. And it's also the deodorant you put on. You're putting on Old Spice. You're putting on perfume or cologne. You're washing with, I don't know, whatever fucking body wash you're using. Another maybe Old Spice body wash. You're slathering yourself with lotions, laundry detergents, dishwasher detergents. That's washing your plates and your forks. You know, all these things, everything. Polyester, like all these different components of your environment can be very toxic. And yes, the air can be very polluted. So I'm not saying live your life in fear, but live your life with knowledge and use that knowledge to your advantage. So a lot of people are going to complain like, oh, you only live once and more. So they can block it out, pretend like it doesn't do anything. Well, you know, everyone's going to die. It's like, okay, I like to prevent myself from just decaying for the last 15 years of my life because I didn't make some fundamental better choices. Like, this is not a reason to just ignore everything. When you have better information, just make a better choice. Yes, we're all going to die, but a lot of people are going to die a lot quicker and a lot more miserably, and they're going to lose a lot of their life being sick. Well, I guess some of the designs, I have to check my new Swolenormous shirt, make sure it's 100% cotton. A lot of them are cotton. Some of the designs, some of the Heather ones, I think, are a blend. And like, when you buy the shirt, you can see what they make, what they put in it. I prefer. You minimize these things, right? Not using like polyester bedding. Don't use polyester and plastics and things like that in your underwear. Don't put chemical shit quality tampons up your puss. Don't put polyester and synthetics and stuff against your genitals, right? So there's a lot of, if you're going to a sauna and you're wearing polyester underwear, it's like, your pores are opening up. You're heating it. I'm just saying, make better choices. But again, I'm not like, you're going to hear people that say, well, oh, come on, it's deodorant. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's not like you're using deodorant and your deodorant itself is giving you a problem. It can, why not? But it's that, plus the soaps, plus the shampoos and the conditioners and the lotions and the colognes and the laundry detergents and your bedding. And you're just surrounded by this shit all the time. So it adds up. Are you surprised? And then people are getting experimental gene therapy vaccines and then, getting 10 fucking boosters and then wearing these shit fucking masks and breathing whatever materials those are made of all the time, plus air pollution, plus, water with birth control and pharmaceuticals recycled in it. Who the fuck knows? In other words, make better decisions. What I'm saying is giving you things to pay attention to so you can make better decisions, incrementally. And yeah, there's a learning curve, but guess what? If you're using $10 to buy laundry detergent, guess what? Buy a better one or use some white vinegar. White vinegar and some baking soda. Boom. Laundry detergent. That's a lot cheaper. Well, it's more expensive to get not really. Not really. And not long term. In other words, make smaller choices. You make a better choice. You have to wear deodorant. Okay. Don't wear the Old Spice. Don't put aluminum and all this other fucking crap on your. Get a brand that's phthalate free that doesn't use these chemicals. Michael, good question. Oh, we're in balls deep actually, but we got to keep moving. Anyway, do you think humans will evolve to these things? Well, over tens and hundreds of thousands of years. Maybe, depending on how long we're exposing ourselves to them. I mean, evolution takes a long time. So it's not like a couple generations, we're evolved. So yeah, I mean, if you're exposing, and here's the thing, right? If you expose the population, let's say to one thing, right? You're just boom, pumping this thing into the environment. Guess what? A lot of people are going to get cancer. A lot of people are going to die. They're not going to be able to reproduce. They're not going to be able to have kids. Okay. And then guess what? Some people will. Some people will, and then they'll reproduce, and then those people will reproduce, and then some of those people won't be able to. So nature will find a way. It's just going to detour like water around rocks, and it's survival of the fittest. And it's not necessarily the stronger, more resilient DNA or the gene pool. It's just the genes that will, maybe it's not the smartest people that are able to I'm just saying, maybe it's not the most intelligent or high IQ people that have the DNA that will reproduce. Maybe it's going to be like Idiocracy, where the only people that are able to reproduce because of all these chemicals are, Forrest Gumps. And then we'll have a lot of Forrest Gumps.
My name's Forrest Gump.
You go into the future and then, that DNA was just stronger for whatever reason. For those chemicals, that was the defense. That was nature's defense. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, humans or life will evolve to anything. Either it evolves and survives and adapts, or it dies. Adapt or die. It's not going to be on a time scale that we can comprehend. Mariah, do you use diluted white vinegar, or do you have a recipe? Well, I put a little bit white vinegar in. We use found something, because you can make it yourself, like baking soda or whatever that. But I got this one. I think it's called. You can look it up. I think it's in Amazon. I think it's called Molly's or something, and it has peppermint, essential oil with like baking soda or something in it. And then, so I put a scoop of that in the laundry, but then in the little drawer that you put the detergent in, I just put a little bit of white vinegar too. Things get dried. And then we have these 100% wool, organic wool balls for the dryer. And instead of using dryer sheets, you use those balls that will knock it around. It'll smell like wool. But you can also put like some essential oil on them if you want. You could put like, I don't know, put a couple drops of peppermint oil and then throw them in, and then the wool balls like will knock around, and then it's you'll get that scent without all those like scent and the wax and stuff from the dryer sheets that covers your clothes so it doesn't stick together. It's just a wax. It's fucking gross. It's gnarly. All right, let's move on to a video. Good questions, fam. And we have overtime coming up shortly, so we went deep, but I mean, we're in balls deep. So if you didn't, what do you expect, right? I think we have Jen. I think Jen's still watching, but Jen can't choose the video today. Jen can't choose the video. So let's choose a video. Jen, you're banned from selecting a video, but we knew that already. I don't think anyone. So anyone else, pick a number 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, Nancy says, I theft so many bad beauty products and household cleaners, I can't even stand fragrances anymore. And if anything says fragrance on it, just understand, when it says fragrance, it's not like it's one thing. It's like when you see on the list of these beauty products, it's like hundreds of different chemicals. When it says, comma, fragrance, it's a ton of fucking shit. Look it up. It's disgusting. Michelle Dawson, number 3. Michelle, number 3.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
All right, Michelle, number 3. This one's called, it's a stitch, and it's titled Old Fat Self. This is a lot of misery coming up. This is going to be this is a bad one.
What's in the box?
A lot of misery in this video. It looks, whew, my goodness.
Go off and be happy in your new body. We stop shitting on your old fat self.
I'm going to pause it. There's a stitch incoming. She was shitting? Was she shitting on herself? Shitting on her own fat self? Is that supposed to be taken literally? You shitting on yourself? Goddamn, Michelle.
Please go back and watch her video.
Oh,
I think
shit.
It's really important to get these perspectives straight from the source, as opposed to someone like me who does not live in a fat body.
Oh my goodness. Look at you. Fam, we have ourselves an ally. We have ourselves an ally.
How dare you?
Praise Jesus. We have ourselves an ally.
To get these perspectives straight from the source, as opposed to someone like me who does not live in a fat body, but she's
Draco Malfoy looking rough.
basically talking about how these before and after transformation videos and pictures that people are posting are really harmful because of the way that they're talking about their former selves. As a gym owner, this is a stance that I took a long time ago. I don't allow my clients to take before and after pictures. I don't use them to advertise for the same reasons that she's talking about in this video. One, it's usually fat phobic.
My God. All right. Anyone that goes to her gym, don't go to the gym. I don't do before and after pictures. Oh, you don't want your clients to see their progress? Oh, because, weight loss shouldn't be the goal of them training. Oh, fuck all your furniture. I don't want to say fuck your couch. Fuck your bed. Fuck your couch. Fuck your love seat. Fuck that ottoman. Fuck your cats. Just shut the fuck up. So wait, is this at burritos and ADHD? If your screen name on TikTok is burritos and ADHD, my God, I feel sorry for your friends or colleagues or anyone that spends time with you. Burritos and ADHD. Yeah.
2, what if someone looks like your before picture and you're saying all these negative things about your former body? They're going to absorb that and feel that way about themselves.
Good. Then they can make positive changes. Oh, hey, everyone, don't be successful because someone else might not be successful and they might get their feelings hurt. You're saying all these negative things about your body and someone else has that body? No, they don't have that body. They have their body. You had this body. You changed your body. It was always your body. You just had a fat body. Their body might be fat. You're not pointing out their body. You're pointing out yours. And you're sharing your success. You are proud of yourself and you're sharing it with the world to show that it's possible. If someone else internalizes that because they're a huge pussy, that is their problem. Okay? Maybe they need a therapist like yourself. I mean, that's fine. You know, that's a whole industry, you know?
Plus, I think it's just harmful to talk about your former self that way. That former body did a lot for you.
Okay. I know I'm pausing this a lot, but there's a lot of bullshit to wade through. How many of you were fat? Did that body do a lot for you? That body did a lot for you. Jesus Christ. Don't make it more than, these people are making it out to be something so much more dramatic than it is. You didn't have healthy habits. You changed your life. I mean, it's amazing. I'm not saying it's not dramatic and amazing, but it's that simple. Stop making it into be this whole psychological mind fuckery. Just because you can't handle life doesn't mean other people can't.
I don't believe you people.
Huh? What do you mean, you people?
That former body did a lot for you. Tell that to your fucking pancreas. Jesus Christ. It's down there like... I can't make any more insulin. This is fucking ridiculous. I can't do it anymore, man. I can't release anymore.
Plus, I think it's just harmful to talk about your former self that way. That former body did a lot for you. And all of this was the beginning of my own body neutrality journey that I started implementing in my business in ways like I don't give looks-based compliments. I don't say things like you look like you lost weight. And a couple years ago, I actually decided that I'm no longer going to be helping clients lose weight in any way.
Anyone want to give her money? Hey, anyone? I decided I'm not going to be helping clients lose weight in any way. Well, you must be just loving it. That sounds like a great place to go train. Hey, go to her and go to her gym. Go train with her and get no results. She's telling you to your face that she doesn't want you to get healthier. She doesn't want you to change your body and improve. What a fucking idiot. What an idiot. Oh my God. I don't think you can save this in 12 seconds. What a fucking mook. I actually decided that I'm no longer helping clients. Yeah. This is the same as an anti-diet dietitian. This is a food, what is it called? Not retarded. Something else. It's not the food freedom thing, but it's what is it? Food neutrality or I can't even think of the stupidity. Food liberation, whatever, you know, it's one of those things.
That I'm no longer going to be helping clients lose weight in any way. So if you're thinking of taking a progress picture or posting a before and after, please reconsider. You're not a bunch of before and after moments, you're a bunch of during moments, and that's what the world needs to see.
What you soundboard. You're not a bunch of before and after moments. You're a bunch of during moments.
Shut up, bitch!
I'm not even going to try to unpack that anymore. That was really dumb. No, intuitive eating, yeah, but there was something else, some other phrase. Maybe it was intuitive eating. It was something else. My God. Yeah, I'm going to have to grab some more of these. Let's see. Stitch old fats off. Let me put that in the soundboard column. Yeah, I'm going to have to go through and grab some of those. That was packed full of gems. All right, let's... Carson, you make me happy.
You make me happy.
Yeesh. Let's see. I don't know if I want to do this one. I think we're going to do one more. I don't want to hear this woman talk for this long. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to go into overtime. So this other one, maybe I'll save it. It's too long, and I kind of know where this is going. That's just really bad. This one's called, let's just go right to the racist stuff. Let's go right to the racist. So let's go right to I don't trust white people. Why not? Let's just go right to the white. Let's go right to hating white people.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
And then we're going to go into OT. So normally I would do this other one anyway, but it's, I don't want to do it too, no, it's silly. We also have overtime. So we have overtime, and that's going to be fire! Fucking lit. In just a few moments, we're going to go live. So, once we finish up here, we'll switch over to the Daily Swole Telegram chat, and we'll stream it in Swole TV also. So that's going to be fucking lit. But, so we'll get a lot more salty sack. We got a brand new Drive While Gaining for members. But this one's called I Don't Trust White People. I mean, who does? Who does? Who does? That's right, Nancy. These fucking white shenanigans. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. Come on, whiteys. Whitey McWhiterson.
I don't trust white people. I don't trust white people for a multitude of reasons.
Pause. Stop. Why are we choosing this angle? So let me show you something. All right. When I make videos, here's how I make videos. I hit record and I go like this. And then I post it. And that's how I do it. I take the phone. Okay? Let's bring this back. We'll play the video again. I put it here. I talk. I don't trust white people. And then I hit send. But I make sure it's like right here under, so it's just getting right up my fucking nose. Who makes it? What is this? Who's recording it like this? Bro, just fucking hold the phone out. Jesus Christ. I don't want to be ableist or anything, but get a fucking arm. Get some extension there. Papa Swolio, ableist as fuck. All right.
I don't trust white people. I don't trust white people for a multitude of reasons, but one of the main reasons is they're unpredictable.
Is because I'm a fucking racist.
But one of the main reasons is they're unpredictable. Like, I think about all the times where I really considered white people my friends, and then when we got in a small argument, they released all the racism they hid throughout our whole friendship. Scary. And then I think about the fact that I become mutuals with people, give them the opportunity to come clean about any problematic past. They say nothing, and then they get exposed for being racist. And it's never like some low-key, like I used to say the N-word in songs. No, it's like N-word hard R against black people. Like tell me why white people are normalizing racist past. Also, what? I think about the fact that white people have continuously, when given the opportunity, oppressed multiple marginalized communities. And I think about the fact how easy it is for them to do it again. Like, if they really wanted to, they would bring slavery back. They kind of already did with the criminal justice system. Plus the rate of hate crimes. I will legit always be scared of white people until they're the minority. Which I hope will be sooner than I think.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. It's always creepy. It's actually creepy. It's creepy when you have someone who's so exceptionally racist in the most hardcore denial. Yeah, I don't think I don't think slavery's coming back.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I don't like white people. White people, meh. Meh, white people. Meh, white people. Meh, 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 meh. White people. This guy is white. I don't trust him. I don't trust this white guy. Meh. 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 Dumb bitch. All right. You don't have to trust me. I mean, I don't like you. You sound like a terrible person. You sound like a terrible, terrible fucking... As a very wise black man said once, you're terrible. You're a terrible, terrible person. It's terrible. It's terrible. Terrible. I need to get a Charles Barkley. You're a terrible, terrible, terrible person. It's terrible. Okay. If anyone's trying to tell you something, you know, if anyone's trying to ever convey information to you and they have a septum piercing, that's kind of the definition of red flag. You look up red flag in the dictionary, it's gonna be a hoop. It's gonna be her face. It's gonna be her face right there. Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. All right. Mika says, imagine meeting someone and they say, what problematic things have you done in your past? I mean, look, anyone who's spending time with her is obviously hateful and miserable too. So it's like, fine, go be miserable. It's just unfortunate that they have to share their misery online with everyone, but it's okay. I mean, you don't trust me? Okay. You don't trust me because I'm white. You don't trust me because of the color of my skin, and you hate me. So you're the one that doesn't trust me and hates me. Okay. It's kind of a weird thing to share, right? It's kind of a weird thing. Let's pause. Okay? Pause. This person literally made this video and shared it on social media. I want you to think about this for a second. This individual right here, Turd Ferguson, posted this video on social media. I want you to, hey, pay attention. This person recorded this, thought it was A-okay, ready to go, posted it on social media. I want you to think about the state of mind. I want you to think about how fucked up it is that someone actually thought that that was a good idea to share with the world. Just saying, think about that. I'm going to share this with everyone. I want everyone to hear these words coming out of my mouth. Imagine if I made that video. I don't trust black people. Yeah. What if it doesn't make any sense? It would be fucking catastrophic. It would be banned immediately for bullying, harassment, hate speech, and blah, 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 blah. Lester, she's the poster child for birth control. God damn. Damn it. Ain't that the truth? All right, Swole card time, and then we're into OT. Fam, drop that Fef in the comments down below. Let's fucking go. It's time for OT beaches. We got a winner. Today's Fef card is going to Brittany. Congratulations. Hey, congratulations, Brittany. Send us email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 2540 Schwam in the subject. Mailing address in the body of the email. Thank you so much for praying. Hey, thank you for praying, Brittany. Hey, Swole card winner. Banzai, Daniel-san. Banzai. That's fantastic, Brittany. Good, I'm glad. Thank you so much for being here. Do you have a soundboard request? Pedro says rigged. You know we've been using the Dominion systems for the past 3, 4, 5 years. So this is nothing new. Thank you, Pedro. Thank you. Thank you for playing. Shee.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
I arrived in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
Oh, he's getting after it. Get in there, buddy. Get that dick. Lick that dick. There you go. I'm jealous. Yeah, get in there. Get in there all nice and deep like. Yep, you got it. Yep, one more for daddy. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Overtime.
How about I send you a hobo dick cheese?
It's overtime.
If you can't be at least mildly interesting, then shut the hell up.
What do you want, Churchy? What do you want? Stop pawing at me. We still have overtime. We're not done yet.
Why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass?
Now, once you've had sex with the woman, she will naturally start to depend on you, okay? All women do this.
We got it now.
Are there any women here today?
Looks like a bus station with total recall.
Smooth. Very, very smooth stuff. Very classy. I'm learning a lot from you right now, dude.
Excellent. Fan-fucking-tastic. Thank you so much. Thank you, fam. Thank you.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Fam, if you didn't know, we have overtime going on.
Finish him.
Well, there you have it. OT is going down right now. So, fam, head on over into the Daily Swole Telegram chat. And, of course, swolenormousx.com to join the fam today, right now. You're cutting it close, but we will have this replay available inside Swole TV. So if you can't make it live, first, how fucking dare you? Why wouldn't you plan for it? How dare you? But also, I get it. I get it. You might be out and about. You might still be working. You might be sleeping if you're in Europe or something like that. Some weird fucking place like that. America, babe. Why not? Why would you be anywhere else? But we will have it for replay. So you can still watch it in your strange country and enjoy it with all of us normal people. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm just kidding. I love you. I love you, fam, no matter where you live. But overtime starts right now, and the only time we have is now. Remember, no more before and afters. You're not a series of before and afters. You're only a during. And right now it's during overtime. We're going into some fucking OT. I can't believe those words were said in those videos. Balls deep was ridiculous, fam. Now it's time for OT. So thank you so much for being here. Everyone, you're fucking awesome. We'll be here tomorrow for Swole Slut Saturday. But for right now, right fucking now, we have overtime. So we'll see you over there. Thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for the public stream. And fam, overtime starts right now. Head on into the Daily Swole Telegram chat. The link is right there on your homepage. Once you log in, if you're a member, we'll see you there. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, your boy Papa Swolio. Out.
Hey. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Coming at me like